Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Az Zaariyat zarwa. If you remember nothing I tell you about this surah, just remember this is the surah of rizq. This is the surah of rizq. Allah says, I swear by winds that blow and scatter. Dhara. Ar-riyahu tadhru turab wa ghayrahu. The winds that scatter dust and other things other than dust. They scatter it everywhere. What else do winds scatter? Now we know they scatter the clouds. They scatter pollen. Basically they scatter life. And so the ayah is already beginning with the life-giving quality of winds. You see, when you say mursalati urfa, fal'asifati asfa, another surah is coming. Is there drilling going on? Is that what that is? Okay. When Allah talks about winds, you can talk about winds in two ways. Winds as means of delivering life, and winds as means of delivering death. This surah begins, winds delivering life, sustenance, provision. فَالْحَامِلَاتِ وِقْرًا. Then they're carrying heavy burdens, meaning heavy clouds are being carried. And the heavy, components of life, the pollen, is being carried by means of the winds. The bees are being carried by the winds. فَالْجَارِيَاتِ يُسْرًا. Then they swim and they flow with such ease. Then I swear by them, فَالْمُقَسِّمَاتِ أَمْرًا. Then they're the ones that divide up the matter, meaning Allah has decided which land should get wind, which land should get rain, which land should just get dirt and dust, which land should get the bees, which land shouldn't get the bees. Now we're learning that bees are becoming a big problem in the world. Bees are disappearing. Where's the wind taking them, So فَالْمُقَسِّمَاتِ أَمْرًا. So they thoroughly distribute the budget of Allah. This nation has this budget. You know how we have a GDP? Right? In Allah's rizq, we also, the world has a domestic product. They have a budget. This one gets this much water, this one gets this much produce. إِنَّمَا تُوعَدُونَ لَصَادِقٌ. No doubt what you have been promised, it really is it's true. لَصَادِقٌ. وَإِنَّ الدِّينَ لَوَاقِعٌ. And no doubt the judgment is about to happen. Truly about to happen. واقع is going to take place. وَالسَّمَاءِ ذَاتِ الْحُبُقِ. And I swear by the sky that has multiple pathways in it. حُبُقِ. الطُّرُقْ التي تسير فيها الكواكب. The roads that the stars take are called حُبُقِ. وَإِنَّكُمْ لَفِي قَوْلٍ مُخْتَلِفٍ. No doubt about it, you people have different ideas. You are talking about very different things, meaning all of you, do you know how like stars they go in different directions? And there's so many variations. All of you have different philosophies on life. إِنَّكُمْ لَفِي قَوْلٍ مُخْتَلِفٍ. Everybody's got their own take. يُؤْفَكُ عَنْهُ مَنْ أُفِكْ. And you people are, the one who will be turned away from the message, from the real word of Allah, is the one who's already turned away. Very interesting ayah. يُؤْفَكُ عَنْهُ مَنْ أُفِكْ. What does it mean? The one who turned away from the creation of the skies and the earth and didn't reflect on them, didn't reflect on the wind, didn't reflect on the sky. He's already denied the ayat of Allah. He's already turned away from them. And if he's already turned away from them, then he's going to turn away from revelation too. So the one who's already turned away from the reflecting on signs of creation is obviously going to turn away from reflection on the revelation. قُتِلَ الْخَرَّاسُونَ. May those who keep making wild guesses about reality, about the deen, about what's going to happen after death, about the unseen, who keep making up wild philosophies, may they be destroyed. قُتِلَ الْخَرَّاسُونَ. See, first it was قَوْلٌ مُخْتَلِفٌ. We all have different worldviews. And now Allah says most of your worldviews are just wild guesses. And you really try hard to sound like you know what you're talking about. الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي غَمْرَةٍ. Those that are they're flooded, they're overwhelmed. جَهَالَةٍ غَامِرَةٍ فِي غَمْرَةٍ سَاهُونَ. Heedless. غَافِلُونَ عَمَّا أُمِّرُوا بِهِ. They're completely unaware of what they're commanded to do. عَمَّا أُمِّرُوا بِهِ. يَسْأَلُونَ أَيَّانَ يَوْمُ الدِّينِ. They ask, when is the day of judgment coming? When at all? Ayyana is actually a frustrating question. Like mata? When? Ayyana! When is it coming? يَوْمَ هُمْ عَلَى النَّارِ يُفْتَنُونَ. Tell them. Basically Allah answers. It's coming on the day when they are going to be scorched in front of the fire. Yuftanun, they're gonna be boiled on the flame like blood or like gold is melted. Fitna, to melt gold. Literally, fitna means to melt gold. to test gold, to make it pure, you put it under intense heat. So just like that, when these people are going to be thrown on that melting, ذُوقُوا فِتْنَتَكُمْ. Oh, taste your fitna. Taste your trial. Taste your fire. هَذَا الَّذِي كُنْتُمْ بِهِ تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ. This is what you used to be rushing towards. This is what you said, Ayyana, Yawmuddin. When's it coming? Well, now it's here. إِنَّ الْمُتَّقِينَ فِي جَنَّاتٍ وَعُيُونٍ. No doubt people who wanted to protect themselves, people of taqwa and consciousness of Allah, are going to be in the middle of gardens and water springs. آخِذِينَ مَا آتَاهُمْ رَبُّهُم. Grabbing whatever their master will give them. إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَبْلَ ذَلِكَ مُحْسِنِينَ. Those were the people, way before this, they used to be people of excellence. May Allah make us of them. كَانُوا قَلِيلًا مِنَ اللَّيْلِ مَا يَهْجَعُونَ. How little in the night these people used to sleep. الْهُجُوع الثَّبَاتِ عَنِ الْحَرَكَةِ. How little in the night that they used to not to be still. To be still. يهجعون يعني يصمتون and sakinun. عدم الحركة. وعدم عمل الشر also means to not do evil deeds. Like in night time, there were so many opportunities to do bad things and they didn't do them. وبالأسحار هم يستغفرون. And in the morning they used to make istighfar. Why is morning a great time for istighfar? You ever wonder? Because there's so much bad happens at night. The worst things happen at night. So the morning's the time to make istighfar. And these people didn't even do something bad at night. They stayed away from bad things at night, but they're still worried maybe I didn't do a good enough job. And so by morning they make istighfar. They ask Allah for forgiveness. وَفِي أَمْوَالِهِمْ حَقٌّ لِلسَّائِلِ وَالْمَحْرُومِ. And in their monies, there's a right. There's a portion mandated for the one who asks and the one who's been deprived. وَفِي الْأَرْضِ آيَاتٌ لِلْمُوقِنِينَ. And in the earth, there are so many miraculous signs for people that are looking to be convinced. وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ. And there are so many signs even inside of yourselves. أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Why don't you ever take a good look? وَفِي السَّمَاءِ رِزْقُكُمْ. Again, rizq. And in the sky is also your provision. وَمَا تُوعَدُونَ. And everything else you've been promised. The rewards and the punishments is also in the sky. فَوَرَبِّ السَّمَاءِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Then I swear by the skies and the sky and the earth. إِنَّهُ لَحَقٌّ. No doubt about it, the Quran is in fact true. مِثْلَ مَا أَنَّكُمْ تَنْطِقُونَ. Just like you people talk. Just as easily as you talk is how the angel is talking to me. And as real as that conversation is to you, is as real how the conversation between the angel and myself is when the revelation is given to me. هَلْ أَتَاكَ حَدِيثُ ضَيْفِ إِبْرَاهِيمَ الْمُكْرَمِينَ. Didn't the news of the honored guests of Ibrahim ever come to you? Look, the angel is coming to me and delivering a message. He's an honored guest in Makkah. Jibreel is an honored guest in Makkah. And didn't you know that this city has had, or this man, the man who founded this city, has had honored guests before? إِذْ دَخَلُوا عَلَيْهِ. When they came onto him, they entered upon his home. فَقَالُوا سَلَامًا. So they said salaman. قَالَ سَلَامٌ. You notice the change in harakah, salaman and salamun. Because salaman is maf'ul. Salamun is mubtada. What that means in simple languages, salam is assalamu alaikum, and salamun is wa alaykum assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome, welcome, please come in. It's a nicer salam. So Allah is teaching us Ibrahim said a nicer salam, just with the un. Qawmun munkarun. A nation, you people I don't know. So he didn't say, do I know you? Before I respond to your salam. Actually, he said a really nice salam back. Then he said, by the way, you're a group of people that aren't known here. You're from out of town or something? That's how he'd say it here. You're from out of town, brothers? فَرَاغَ إِلَىٰ أَهْلِهِ. So he indicated to his wife, he turned to his wife. فَجَاءَ بِعِجْلٍ سَمِينٍ. Then he brought forward a fat calf. Samin also means well fried. So they took the entire calf and they fried it. That's back in the day, they didn't make small botis and things, they just did the whole thing. فَقَرَّبَهُ إِلَيْهِمْ. So he brought it close to the angels. قَالَ أَلَا تَأْكُلُونَ. He said, you people don't eat? What's the matter? This is not like our desi you people don't eat. You finish a plate and then kai. You're like, I already ate. No, eat. And then puts these guys didn't eat at all. And when they don't eat at all, for those of you that joined the series later on, there was a tradition. Assassins would not eat your food if they came to kill you. Because it was considered like, I've eaten his food, he's done me a favor, how can I spill his blood? Nowadays, first they eat your food, then they kill you. Right? But back in the day, it's a matter of honor. We can't eat your food if we're going to kill you. So when Ibrahim a.s. sees these guys not eating food, he's thinking, oh, you might be here to kill me. فَأَوْجَسَ مِنْهُمْ خِيفَةً. So he sensed and he felt an internally deeply hidden fear that kept getting worse. So it went from wajas to khawf. أَوْجَسَ مِنْهُمْ خِيفَةً. قَالُوا لَا تَخَفْ. They said, don't fear. Don't worry about it. وَبَشَّرُوهُ بِغُلَامٍ. Then they congratulated him, بِغُلَامٍ alim, of a knowledgeable son. Alim is actually used for Ishaq alayhi salam. Knowledgeable son. فأقبلت امرأته في صرة فصكت وجهها. Nice. Then the woman came out. أقبلت, she faced them. She was back in the kitchen or something, or she was kind of in her own room when she heard, you're going to have a boy, he's going to be very knowledgeable, meaning he's going to grow up too. She came out like, what? Excuse me? في صرة, insisting, what are you people doing? What are you talking about? فصكت وجهها. And her face was, shocked. And she said, قالت عجوز عقيم. An old woman that can't even bear a child? What's wrong with you people? What are you saying? Another narration we learn, as soon as she heard it, she started laughing. Like, that's funny. And then she came out and she faced them. What are you talking about? قالوا كذلك. They said, no, that's how it's going to be, ma'am. قال ربك إنه هو العليم الحكيم حكيم العليم. That's what your master said. And he says that he is the ultimately wise and he knows everything. Ibrahim alayhi salam, as intelligent as he is, knows you don't need a whole bunch of angels to come to my house to tell me I'm going to have a baby boy. You guys are up to something else. Why are you really here? قال فما خطبكم. What's up with you people? أيها المرسلون, those that have been sent. قالوا إنا أرسلنا إلى قوم مجرمين. They said, we have been sent to a criminal nation. لنرسل عليهم حجارة من طين. So we can send against them, upon them, rocks made of dirt, meaning dried up dirt. Another word for that, حجارة من طين, is sijil. Sijil. Sijil is actually Farsi, sangigil. That's where it comes from. Like, you know how you have rocks that form after dirt dries up, right? And they can even smash, like they can explode. But those are the kinds of rocks that kept on pouring on these people. مُسَوَّمَةً عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ لِلْمُسْرِفِينَ. They are branded. Those rocks that are falling from the sky that we're going to shoot, each of them have the name of the criminal they're supposed to hit. They have a name. This bullet's got their name on it, his name on it. And they're named with their master, from the master. لِلْمُسْرِفِينَ, for those who go beyond the restraints. Israf, someone who goes overboard. فَأَخْرَجْنَا مَنْ كَانَ فِيهَا مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. So he brought out whoever was in there from among the believers. فَمَا وَجَدْنَا فِيهَا غَيْرَ بَيْتٍ مِنَ الْمُسْلِمِينَ. We didn't find anything except one home of Muslims. Whose house? Lut alayhi salam. وَتَرَكْنَا فِيهَا آيَةً. And we left in it a miraculous sign. فِيهَا لِلَّذِينَ يَخَافُونَ الْعَذَابَ الْأَلِيمِ. For those who fear the painful punishment. This was not discovered at the time of the Prophet ﷺ. Sodom and Gomorrah was not discovered at that time. I believe it was excavated and discovered in the 80s. The drowned city. وَفِي Musa. And in the case of Musa, إِذْ أَرْسَلْنَاهُ إِلَى فِرْعَوْنَ. When we sent him to Fir'aun, بِسُلْطَانٍ مُبِينٍ, with a clear authority. فَتَوَلَّى بِرُكْنِهِ. Then he turned to his side. Rukn, portion, also side, also means pride. To his pride. وَقَالَ سَاحِرٌ. He's either a magician or majnoon, or he's crazy. One of those two. You pick. فَأَخَذْنَاهُ وَجُنُودَهُ. So we grabbed him and his army. فَنَبَذْنَاهُمْ فِي الْيَمِّ. Then we threw them in the river. You'll notice every time Allah says we grabbed him and his army. He doesn't just say we grabbed them. It's like his grabbing was special. And then the army. And then he threw them together. وَهُوَ مَلِيمٌ. And he was full of blame and regret and humiliation. وَفِي عَادٍ. And in the case of Ad, إِذْ أَرْسَلْنَا عَلَيْهِمُ الرِّيحَ عَلَى عَقِيمٍ. When we sent them a wind that has no provision in it, no life in it. The woman says, the wife of Ibrahim a.s. says, عَجُوزٌ عَقِيمٌ. I can't have a child. That rizq is not given to me. Now a wind that has no rizq in it. The wind that has no rizq in it is called الريح العقيم. And aqim by itself is feminine, so you don't have to add the ta marbuta to it. That's why ajuz aqim and al-rih al-aqim, even though rih is feminine. ما تضر من شيء أتت عليه إلا جعلته كالرميم. It did not, that wind did not leave anything it attacked, except that it turned it into crushed powder, ramim. You know how bones are crushed, deteriorated, and somebody picks up the remains. They have to deal, very carefully with these remains. They found the fossils and things like that, because if they don't handle them with care, they can just collapse. They just collapse in their hands, right? So this is ramim. وَفِي ثَمُودَ, and in the case of Thamud, إِذْ قِيلَ لَهُمْ تَمَتَّعُوا حَتَّى حِينٍ, when they were told, enjoy yourselves until a very little time that you have. فَعَتَوْا عَنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّهِمْ, then they disobeyed the commandment of their master. Serious disobedience, serious violation is utu. فَأَخَذَتْهُمْ الصَّاعِقَةُ, then the loud explosion took a hold of them. وَهُمْ يَنظُرُونَ, and they were just left there staring. فَمَا اسْتَطَاعُوا مِنْ قِيَامٍ, and they couldn't even stand up. وَمَا كَانُوا مُنْتَصِرِينَ, what to ask for anybody else's help? To ask for help, you have to get up and run. Please help us. They couldn't even help themselves, and they couldn't even stand up at one point. وَقَوْمَ نُوحٍ, we'll finish the stories of the prophets and I'll let you guys go inshallah. وَقَوْمَ نُوحٍ مِّن قَبْلِ, and the nation of Nuh from way before all of these. إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَوْمًا فَاسِقِينَ, though all of them had been a corrupt nation all along. So multiple stories of prophets. But in between, Allah keeps alluding to one thing or another of rizq. Musrifin, rizq. Then before winds that are supposed to be rizq, but they become aqim. Then ajuzun, aqim. Then you're going to have the rizq of a child. Then the rizq because he fried or made a cow for them. Maybe this is also a form of rizq. And now when the surah is coming to a conclusion, Allah Azza wa Jalla will talk about the sky, because the biggest rizq we have is what? From the sky. وَالسَّمَاءَ بَنَيْنَاهَا بِأَيْدٍ وَإِنَّا لَمُوسِعُونَ. We made the sky with our own hands. I know I said I'll end with this ayah. وَإِنَّا لَمُوسِعُونَ, and we are the ones that are expanding it. Allah says He's expanding the universe. The theory of the expanding universe is now the dominant position. Allah said there are people that spiritually come to Islam, and there are some people who will hear something and they'll say, how did this man sallallahu alaihi wasallam know that Allah created the universe and He's constantly expanding it? What telescopes did he have? What access to the sky did he have that he knows that the universe is constantly expanding? وَإِنَّا لَمُوسِعُونَ, constant expansion. Constant meaning ism, musi'un. It's amazing. So if some people are studying the universe and they study this ayah, it's enough for them. The ayah itself is enough. How could he have known? Where did this come from? This can't be an accident. Now let me listen to what else he has to say. So maybe their heart didn't come to it, their mind came to it first, and inshallah their heart will come to it then. So with that, I'll end today's dars, inshallah ta'ala. Tomorrow's 4 sessions, I'll try to do 4 surahs in 4 sessions. I don't know how, but we'll see. inshallah ta'ala. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Qur'an al-Hakim wa nafa'ni wa iyyakum bil ayati wa dhikr al-Hakim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.